Of course, to go through, you have to make almost a perfect game. So create a lot of chances, be clinical when you create the chances, concede few chances, and the chances we're going to receive, defend well, and our keeper save it. All the conditions. So you have to make the almost perfect game to go through, because the result is tough. It's 3-0, but you have 90 minutes, and football, in all the sports, basketball, in all the sports, everything can happen. So only we can do, and always we are going to do is try it, and we'll see. Of course, we don't have to think about how many goals you have to score. You have to score the first one, and after try to make the second one, and we'll see if the momentum, the good momentum that's happened in the Champions League, try to do it longer as possible, and we're going to see.
Do you feel that your players have been damaged psychologically by what happened at Anfield and then what happened at the weekend?
So I don't know, but if we are not able to do that psychologically, it will be a good lesson for the future, because we are not here for just a few months, for a long period, especially that players. And we are going to see. That is a good test. Football, like life, is a challenge, and is new one, and we are happy to handle it. And we're going to see what happens, because the result is tough, but another result in Anfield will be tough as well. So, because everything can happen, you know what we have to do to try to attack, of course, to try to avoid the counterattacks, and we have 90 minutes plus extra time, and what we show in this year, even in the last game, we are able to create a lot of chances in few minutes, and we know that, and the opponents know that. But the perfect scenario is it goes through, but what you have to do, so you have to part in an emotional game, but the game for itself will create that moment. I think it's always to try to, to give a plan. It depends of we know each other. Every time we play against Liverpool, we know each other. Maybe we will be closer to play better, to beat them. So it's at the end we cannot forget it's just a simple game, and focus on every single minute what we have to do. So it's the best way to to play the game, and after the situations, the emotion, you are able to score a goal, and we concede a goal. Is don't give up, don't give up. It's more than 90 minutes, and we didn't. We did many times, not just once or twice or three times. We did many times. We can, in a short time of period, create chances. And after you have to be clinical there. But even we are not clinical, okay, move, next one. That is what we have to think about tomorrow.
Pep, do your players, you mentioned it last week, do your players believe they can do this? And what have you said to them to make them believe they can do it?
But I think that the competition for itself to reach the semi-final would be the second time in our beautiful history. Second times in to be there, it's enough. I don't think you have to talk too much about the motivation or how beautiful it is. So the way they play all the season and every single game show what they want to do. So I know when we judge the results, but the performance. So my team is extraordinary. So my team is no comparable for many others. It's top. My team is exceptional, so I will be close to them no matter what happened here until the end of the season. So it's a joy to be manager of the team, even 3 days ago, the way we played. So I'm so delighted. So compare 90 seconds, the first 1 or 2 goals against United, okay, and all the families can happen. So after the first goal we did against United, what happened the last 25, 23 minutes, the amount of game we create, the chances we create, always what we have to do. And after score goals and no goals is the most difficult thing. You have to, to defend a little bit better, because score goals is the most difficult thing. To defend well, we can solve quicker, and do it. So I'm so delighted to lose the way, for example, we lose against United. So I don't want to lose. We are sad because for our fans to be champion, but we have more sick chances to do that. But the way we played, even after 2-3, to react in that position, our pressure, to be champion at home for our fans, the way we played is outstanding. I'm so happy. So I cannot say anything else about that. So we need titles in Europe, or because that is so complicated. But to win titles, you need to start to, nights like, for example, it was for us, the people has to understand it. So to beat Barcelona, for example, last season was so special because we know Barcelona is the best team in the world, the best team in the world, and to beat them is create that and make, something you create. But sooner or later that is going to happen. Maybe not tomorrow, but what this club have done in the last 10 years in terms of create that amazing facilities, of course with a lot of investment, but a lot of people working here with desire to make it bigger, bigger, bigger. Sooner or later that is going to happen. But to qual, for the big clubs in the world, you need a lot of time. But hopefully we can do it. It is not happen this season. Maybe we will be next. Not maybe we'll be next. But sooner or later that is going to happen in that club.